Hi everyone, and welcome back to Fully Playable Games. So on today's video we are going to be starting a two-parter. And I'm going to say it's a two-parter straight off the bat because every time I try and do one of these videos, I always say I'm going to try and get it in one video. It never ends up working, and yeah, then I have to split it in the end. So this video is going to be a two-part. And as you can see, once again, I have bought a massive load of games and everything gaming related. Now these were all bought from a collector that I know that was looking to downsize their collection. The first part of the video is going to be a bit of a free-for-all. There's quite a few different bits, but the second part of the video we predominantly will be focusing on one console in particular. So that video will be out on Friday. So if you're not already, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell to be kept up to date when that one goes live. Yeah, I thought I'd drop a subscribe prompt at the beginning part of the video today. But yes, so what we're going to do is we're going to dive straight in. And the first one that we're going to be going through is this bag just here. So I have gone through and I have got prices for everything and all of that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'll have all that. I haven't done any gameplay yet. So the first selection of games that we've got are actually for the N64, and they are complete in box. But the I don't want to say issue. But they are kind of an issue because I don't know where I'm going to put them because I've literally bought a bundle of Japanese N64 games. So the first one that we've got is the Japanese version of Pokémon Stadium, and yeah, I think we've already got this one in the collection. We've got it complete in box with the transfer pack. But yeah, I saw that they had this and yeah, just decided to grab it. That one will go for about £30 on eBay. And what I'm going to do is, for this first part, there were a couple of different deals that were done. So yeah, I will give you the total price that I've paid for sort of each deal as we get to it. The next N64 game that we got was Pokémon Stadium 2. This one we don't currently have the English version of, so yeah, nice to have that one in the collection. I will admit, I look at the Japanese covers for the Pokemon games and I just absolutely love them. I think they are so detailed, so interesting, and yeah, absolutely love them. I will admit, I do want to try and get a copy of Pokemon Red and Green. Is it Red, Green and Blue in Japan they've got, with the sort of the release games. So yeah, I would love to get them into collection, sort of complete in box. Right, Pokemon Stadium 2, that goes for £35 on eBay. Then the next one that we've got is another Pokemon Stadium game. This time it is Pokemon Gold and Silver. Yeah, I think this might have been, I don't think this one ever come out in the West. I might be wrong. I thought there was only the two Pokemon games on the N64, but yeah, I saw that was in the set, so I picked that one up as well. That one once again goes for about £35. And then next up, one more N64 game, and that is Dual Heroes. So this is a Hudson Soft game. I will admit I know nothing about it. Looking on the back, it looks like a one-on-one fighter, but yeah, I will be honest, it was the cover art that done this one for me. It just looked absolutely brilliant, so that was the main reason for picking this one up. And yeah, that was purely it. It was literally based on the cover art. So that one goes for about £30 on eBay. And yeah, as I say, sort of like, I love the N64, and I've not got any boxed or complete in-box Japanese games. I've got a couple of loose carts, but yeah, I am at the point where I don't know where I'm going to put them, because if I want to put them on the N64 shelf, I'm going to have to take away my Pokemon N64 and Lilac Wars, which I don't really want to do. So yeah, don't know what I'm going to do there yet, but that's for sometime in the future. And then in with this this bundle as well, I also got a couple of PS1 games as well. So the first one that we got was Pokemon Street Fighter EX Plus Alpha. This is the Platinum Edition, but it is complete. It's got everything in there, so really happy to have that. I don't think I've actually got any Street Fighter games on the PS1 at the moment, so that was the big reason for picking that one up. That one sells for about £25 on eBay. Couldn't find it as CEX. Then we've got Spawn Eternal, or Spawn the Eternal. The big difference with this one is that it is actually a rental disc. So yeah, anytime I see rental discs, I will always pick them up because obviously they're a sort of rare variant of a game. There's not going to be a lot of them out there. This one doesn't actually come with, I don't know if it was meant to come with a manual in the box, but it does have instructions on the back of the box. So it might be one of those ones that didn't come with a manual in it, and it was just the game disc you got. But yeah, I love these. I've got I think I've got 1 or 2 in the collection already. They're behind that, I can't see. But yeah, pick that up as I say, it is a rare variant of a game. Looking it up online, it goes for about £30 on eBay. But yeah, I will admit, with some of the rental games, some of them can be massively expensive. It's some of the games that you don't expect to be that expensive are the ones that end up being worth a lot as a rental copy. And then we've got one more PS1 game in this bundle, and that is Battle Arena Toshinden on the PS1. Now, this is the Platinum version, but one of the reasons for picking this up was because we actually got the sequel to this a little while back. That was actually a rental copy as well. So yeah, glad to have that. And it's another one-on-one fighter, so yeah, looking forward to giving that one a go. That one doesn't sell for too much, only goes for about £5 on eBay, but even still a nice addition to the PS1 set. And for all of those games, so the 4 Japanese N64 games and the 3 PS1 games, I paid £100. And looking at sort of what they're worth, definitely got a really good deal there. Then the next bundle that we got, you can see them all in the background at the moment, and that is the 3 boxes of Pokemon store displays. So I'm not going to grab them out here. What I'll do is I'll capture some B-roll after we finish filming, and yeah, we'll go through what's there. But we've got there's quite a bit there to go through. So we've got one of the oversized cards that is from Paladin Fates. And that's one of the sort of Pikachu. It's got Pikachu on one side, so that was the big reason to get that, because obviously the wife is obsessed with Pikachu, so it goes down. It will, well, at some point it may go in with the Pikachu collection, but yeah, not too sure at the moment. I will be honest, a lot of the stuff that I've got, I haven't got prices for. So there was a couple of Scarlet and Violet standees. They go for about £50 each. There's quite a few sort of Scarlet and Violet bits in this. So we've got a large display box, medium display box, store poster, and then we've got a couple of Paladin Fates bits. We've got 2 standees, and then the small, medium and large display boxes as well. So yeah, as I say, some really good bits, some bits that I don't already have in my vast amount of Pokemon store displays. But all in all, I paid £75 for all of the Pokemon bits, and as I say, just the 2 Scarlet and Violet standees are worth more than that. And I think actually the oversized card, if I look at some of the ones that I've seen before, they can go anywhere up to about £200. £250 I think was the last one, the Charizard one that we saw. But yeah, once again, they're not stuff that come up on eBay, so they're very difficult to sort of value, basically. And then just before I sort of wrapped up, we then come to sort of a deal as well on basically the rest of the N64 Japanese games that he had. So yeah, I just sort of grabbed them up. Once again, he done me a sort of a good deal on these. And what we got? We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 more to add to the collection. So the first one that we've got, and I'm going to read this off the screen. It's Yiku Powerful Pro Yakyu 5 Baseball, I think is how you pronounce it. I'll put it down below just in case I've completely butchered it. But that one goes for about £11, so not a massively expensive one. Then we've got Yiku Powerful Pro Yakyu Baseball 2000. That one goes for £20. And yes, third time lucky. Yiku Powerful Pro Yakyu 6 Baseball. So yeah, we've got 3 different ones of those, and yeah, once again, all complete in box, which is absolutely brilliant. That one goes for £18. So yeah, there's those 3. And then, not the same series, we've got King of Pro Baseball Phasmita, I think is how you pronounce it, 64. So once again, another baseball game. I don't know why, but I know there's been, whenever I've seen sort of Japanese series, especially on the Nintendo, it's always a load of baseball games. I don't know if it's a sort of popular sport over there or not. I thought baseball was pretty much an American sport. But yeah, as I say, 4 baseball games for the N64. That last one goes for £12. Then we're getting back into the games that I have heard of again now. And we've got Mario Party. So, what we got? We've got I think we've got the Mario Party, the English version of Mario Party, but it's cart only, and the cart's absolutely destroyed it. It's got a load of tape around it. The label is not in great condition either. So yeah, to get one that's in relatively good condition, or really good condition, shall we say, is really good. This one goes for £18 on eBay. Then we've got Mario Party 2 in its amazing pink box. But yeah, it's I don't think we've not got Mario Party 2 in the collection already. So yeah, it's definitely one that I'm sort of keeping my eye out for the future. But that one goes for £18 as well. Then we've got, and I think we've got this one in the collection already, Banjo-Kazooie. I'm pretty sure I've got this in the collection. I'm 99% sure we've got the PAL version of this. But that one goes for £30 on eBay. And then we've got 2 more. This next one, actually, I think I've got it cart only as a Japanese version. And that is Bomberman. This one goes for £25. Once again, we've got Bomberman 64 complete in box, but as I say, I am 90% sure we've got it cart only as well, as a sort of Japanese cart only. But yeah, really happy to have it complete in box. And then the final one that we've got is one that I've definitely got cart only. I don't think I've got the box for it yet. It's one of the boxes that I'm actually trying to track down at the moment. And that is Wave Race 64. So an absolutely amazing jet ski racing game. It's one that I've put loads of time into. And yeah, happy to have the sort of bigger box Japanese version. So that one goes for £20. And then, yeah, that whole bundle of N64 games. So what we've got, 2, 4, 6, 8, so the 9 of them. We paid £120 for them. So not as much of a saving on them, but still massively cheaper than what they would be on eBay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this bag out of the way. There we go. Before we then get into some of the other bits that we've got. So this box is going to be for the next video. So the next bit that we've got is a 2016 Pokemon calendar. And yeah, this is brand new and sealed. It's never been opened, so the reason for picking this up was to put it in the Pokemon collection. I've got no intentions of opening it or anything like that, but yeah, as I say, it was brand new and sealed, so that's why I grabbed it off him. Paid £5 for that. It goes for about £7 on eBay, so yeah, not too bad there. Right, so now we've got a couple of bits out of this box, and the first ones that we've got is a couple of N64 magazines. So the first one that we've got here is July 2000, and it's the first review of Majora's Mask. So yeah, anytime I find any of the old sort of retro magazines, I will always pick them up. As I say, the ones that I would love to be able to get my hands on are the sort of Nintendo Power ones, but I don't ever see them over here. So yeah, it's definitely ones that I would love to add to the collection. But yeah, there's quite a few sort of different games that are in the magazine. Yeah, I think what I've done is I've just found sort of a bundle price for all these. So the next one that we've got is September 99, and this is world's first review of Shadow Man. I've heard of the game, don't think I've played it, but yeah, this one had Super Mario Adventure. Need to look into that. I don't know that one. Perfect Dark, Donkey Kong 64, Sprocket, don't know about that. And there was a Command and Conquer on the N64. I didn't know that either. But yeah, really happy with that one. And then the final one is August 99. And then the definitive review of Premier Manager. So yeah, there's that one. And Kirby 64, Excitebike 64. So yeah, and another couple of magazines to add to the collection. So that one we paid £3 for all of them, and yeah, they go for about, altogether they'd go for about £15 on eBay. So yeah, nothing to write home about, but even still nice to have in the collection. Right, next up we've got a couple of Wii U games. So whenever I'm out and about, I'm always looking for Wii U games. As well as the GameCube, it's the other console that I'm really trying to push to get a full power set. And I managed to get two games. The first one that we've got is Mario Party 10. I don't think I've got any of the Mario Parties on the Wii U yet. So yeah, when I saw they had this, I quite quickly grabbed it and put it into my pile. That one, paid £10 for that. Goes for £12 at CEX, £15 on eBay. And that is complete. And then the other game that I got was one that has actually been on my wish list for ages. And we've got the game in the collection, but we've not got it in this format. And that is the Star Fox Zero First Print Edition. So this one comes with a copy of Star Fox Zero, which I actually thought was really good. The only thing I didn't like about it was the control scheme and the way that they forced you to use motion controls with the gamepad. But I think graphically, it's more of a remake of Star Fox 64, or the original Star Fox. But yeah, I've really wanted to pick this up. So the actual box set also includes a Star Fox Guard game, which is basically like a tower defense game within the Star Fox universe. And then it's also got a steelbook for Star Fox Zero as well. So yeah, this was one I've been wanting to add to the collection because we had Star Fox Zero, but I didn't have the complete box. So really happy to have this. It's not one that I'm going to play. I'm going to keep hold of my other copy of Star Fox Zero and just play it using that. So for that one, we paid £40 for that. Goes for £45 on eBay. Sorry, £45 at CEX and £70 on eBay. So yeah, it was a really good find, that one. And once again, really happy to finally have it in the collection. Right. Next up, we've got a couple of car onlys. And these are for the Game Boy Advance. So the first one, wherever it's gone, there it is, right down the back. And this one is Street Fighter 2 Revival. So this is the Game Boy Advance version. The label on the front isn't in the best of condition. It's really worn down. But even still, it's I haven't got any sort of one-on-one fighting games on the Game Boy Advance, so that was the big reason for picking that one up. That one, paid £5 for that. Goes for £10 at CEX, £16 on eBay. And then the other Game Boy Advance cart only we got was Super Mario Bros. 3. This one does come with the manual, which is really good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look to try and track down the box for this, and then we can have it complete in box and put it onto the Game Boy shelf. That one, paid £10 for that. Goes for £15 at CEX cart only, and about £25 on eBay with the manual. Then this seller also, or this collector, sorry, also had literally a box full of just boxes. And I knew they had it, and I'd been wanting to go through it for a while, so I finally convinced them to let me go through and pick out a couple of boxes. And I was really, really happy because there was a few boxes for games that we've bought recently that we got like cart only. So the first one that we've got was Krusty's Funhouse on the original Game Boy. This one does come with the manual as well, so it's box and manual, and then, as I say, I think we might have the manual for it. I'm not too sure, but obviously it's the box that I was wanting. But yeah, really happy to have that in, so that's now going to be complete in box game. And yeah, that one, paid £20 for that. Complete in box, they go for £25 at CEX, £75 on eBay, which is really good. Then next up we've got Mickey's Dangerous Chase. Once again, this is this is box only, sorry. So we had the cart and manual, so really happy to have that. And yeah, another sort of Game Boy game to tick off. It is the American version, but the cart that I had was the American version as well. So yeah, they do still match up, which is really good. That one, paid £20 for the box. It goes for £30 at CEX, which one of these prices isn't right. £30 at CEX, £120 on eBay. Yeah, that doesn't seem right for that, but yeah, what I'll do is I'll double check it after the video and then just put a message down the bottom. And then we also got the box for Small Soldiers. So I think the cart was a boot fair pickup, if I remember rightly. Unfortunately, it is just the box. I am still going to have to track down the manual for it. But yeah, just happy to have another game go in a box. And I will say all three of these boxes are in really good condition. There's next to no damage to them at all. So really, really happy with that. For Small Soldiers, we paid £10 for that. Goes for... Sorry, 2 secs. Goes for £30 complete in box on CEX and £60 on eBay. So yeah, really, really happy with that one. And then in addition to that, I did get one more box, and once again, this is box and manual, so I do need to track down the cart for this, and that is Jurassic Park 3 Park Builder. So yeah, the main reason that I picked this up was because it was a game within the Jurassic Park franchise, and yeah, I absolutely love that. And the fact it's a park builder, because I have played Operation Genesis. Originally played it on the PC, and then I think now we've got it on sort of PC, PS2 and original Xbox, if I believe so. So yeah, seeing it was a park builder, I also picked that one up as well. That one, I paid £5 for that. Looking it up online, box and manual normally sell for about £15 on eBay. So yeah, really good there. Then we got a couple more manuals actually. So one of these the next manual is for a game that I know I've got a cart for, but I just still need to track down the box for it. And there you go. So that is Mario and Yoshi on the original Game Boy. So yeah, as I say, I know we've got the cart for this, but didn't have the manual, so decided to pick that one up. So when I was able to find a box, it made it a bit easier to. I haven't got to find one with a box and manual. For that one, we paid £1 for that. Normally goes for about £5 on eBay for just the manual. Then we've got Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles on the NES. So yeah, I've got the cart only for this, but didn't have the manual and I haven't got the box. I will admit I did actually buy a box for this a couple of weeks ago, but about 2 hours after, I noticed that I hadn't read the listing properly, and when I noticed there was actually a reproduction box. So luckily I was able to cancel that order. The seller was really good. They cancelled it off, and basically said the reason that was the reason they were selling it was because when they picked it up, they didn't realise it was a reproduction box. So yeah, I am still on the hunt for a box for this, but I will admit I am having a bit of got a bit of a dilemma at the moment, because I look at my NES shelf and predominantly I've got cart only, so I am actually debating whether to not go for complete in box on the NES and actually just get mostly, like, basically build the collection as just cart only. Let me know in the comments down below, what would you do? Would you go for complete in box, or would you just settle for cart only? As I say, 80–90% of my NES collection now is cart only. I am going for a couple, so obviously I am still looking for Super Mario 2 in complete in box, but other than that I've got Marble Madness, DuckTales and Snake Rattle and Roll complete in box. So yeah, I am more leaning to just collecting NES carts. As well, it's going to be a bit cheaper as well. But for the manual, the Turtles manual, paid £2 for that. Normally goes for about £6 on eBay. And then the last manual that we got was the Pokémon Gold and Silver manual. And one of the big reasons for picking this up is because we've actually got both Gold and Silver up on the shelf. And yeah, I haven't got any of the original Game Boy games. Or any of the Game Boy games in boxes. Obviously the boxes alone are really expensive, but I am hoping at some point to actually be able to pick up just the box for at least one of the games that I've got a manual for, as well as the cart. So yeah, I thought pick up the manual, and then that makes it a bit easier going forward. So I paid £2 for that. Looking them up online, just the manual goes for about £20. So that was a really good pickup there. Right, next up, we've got a couple of Zelda bits, and I'll be honest, I was umming and ahhing about this pretty much the whole time that I was there. So I was at this guy's house for about 5 hours, something like that, and yeah, I was just umming and ahhing about this, didn't know whether I wanted to get them. Obviously, we were really struggling as well to price them while we were there. But what ones have we got? I don't know what way round this is. I think actually it's... Yeah, so I think this one's first. That is... Yes, so this is the first one. So it is a Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess Sword and Shield keychain set, and if I open it up, it does look absolutely brilliant. I've got no clue where I'm going to put it, but yeah, it's got sort of the different shields and different swords, and then, as I say, you've got a little sort of keychain slash necklace that you can create with it. Obviously I'm not going to do any of that, I'm literally just going to keep it as is, but yeah, I don't know where I'm going to put it or how I'm going to display it, but I decided that I did end up grabbing that. So I paid £10 for that. Looking it up online, they go for about £50 on eBay. And this was the thing, because the price that I paid for everything was really high. Towards the end of the day, I was umming and ahhing about certain bits. But yeah, ended up sort of grabbing this one. And then, in addition to that, we also got a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time necklace set. And then, once again, so I'm going to let those bits fall. Absolutely amazing. So we've got all the shields, just sort of different bits, and yeah, just thought these were absolutely brilliant. So yeah, once again, I was sort of umming and ahhing about these for a good portion of the time that I was there. But yeah, in the end, the collector sort of gave me a really good price on them, so that's why I picked them up. That one, we paid £20 for that one, and on average the price that I was seeing was about £65 on eBay, so yeah, really happy with that. Obviously I've got, over the sort of the last couple of months, we've picked up sort of quite a few Zelda bits, so I am hoping in the future to look at potentially building a sort of Zelda shelf. Right, next up we've got a 3DS collector's edition, and I'll be honest, I've never heard of this game. The big reason that I picked it up was because I like the look of the box, and also it was still sealed. So this is the Bravely Second End Layer Deluxe Collector's Edition. So as I say, it is sealed. It does come with a load of bits. So we've got the game itself. We've got a where have we got? An Angus minifigure, deluxe art book, and soundtrack CD. So yeah, as I say, it's not a game that I've heard of, but I just thought the collector's edition looked brilliant, and yeah, it was a really nice one to have in the collection. What did we pay? Paid £50 for that in the end. Goes for £38 at CEX. Obviously that is the open price, and then about £55 on eBay. It's not a massive saving on it, but yeah, it's not something that I've seen before, and I'll be honest, I've never even heard of the game, so I'm hoping to get hold of it as a sort of a ROM, so that I can capture some footage, and yeah, see what the game actually plays like. Then, next up, managed to pick up a couple of original Xbox games. So, the first one that we've got is Evil Dead Regeneration. Now, we have got Evil Dead Fistful of Boomsticks on the original Xbox already. So yeah, I saw this, knew that there was, I can't remember if it's 2 or 3 Evil Dead games on the original Xbox. But yeah, saw that this was the one that it didn't have. So I decided to grab it. I will say the only issue that I've got with it is that it's slightly sun faded on the spine, but other than that, it is in really good condition. It is complete, so yeah, happy with that. That one goes for, so we paid £20 for that. Goes for £20 at CEX, £25 on eBay. And then the other original Xbox game we got was Outlaw Tennis. So we've recently been picking up quite a few of the Outlaw games on the original Xbox. If I remember rightly, we've got Outlaw Volleyball and Outlaw Golf, the first one. So yeah, decided to get this. I think the only other one I'm missing now is Outlaw Golf 2. So yeah, when I can, I will pick that up. That one, paid £5 for that. Goes for £3 at CEX, £10 on eBay. Right, I think I have missed one. Yes, I have. Should have been just before the Wii U games. But what I did get was the official NES cleaning kit. And this is complete in box, brand new, never been used. And I will be honest, I've got no intentions of using it. So as soon as I got home, immediately put it into a box protector. And yeah, I am literally just going to put that in the collection. I'm not going to use it because, as I say, the box is literally like new. So really, really happy with that. Paid £30 for that. looking it up online, it goes for £10 on CEX, £25 on eBay, but I will be honest, it's probably not in as good a condition. I think because of the condition, I did pay up a bit for it. Then, right, go back to sort of where we were now. So this next one, so the collector was, as we were sort of talking, he literally sort of turned around and said, "I've got something I know you'll like." And I was like, okay, here we go. And it is the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog VHS tape. So this was the original Sonic animated series that was released. If I remember rightly, it was early 90s. This is a Dick animation, and yeah, I remember watching these when I was a kid, sort of every Saturday morning on Live and Kicking. Watching this. Absolutely loved the series. So yeah, really happy to have the VHS of this. Paid £5 for that. Looking it up online, it goes for about £9. But what I am going to try and do is try and track down volume 1 and 2, so we can have all 3 in the collection. And then the last bits that we're going to go through on today's video is a couple of Dreamcast games. So yeah, anytime I can pick up Dreamcast games, I will always pick them up, regardless of what they are. But yeah, so the first one that we've got is Sega Worldwide Soccer 2000. This is complete, which is really good. There's some cracking to the case, so there's some damage, but as I say, it is complete. And yeah, hopefully at some point I'll be able to get a couple of replacement cases for the Dreamcast games. So it goes for £4. So we paid £4, sorry. It goes for £8 at CEX, £12 on eBay. Then we've got Virtual Athlete 2K. This one doesn't come with the manual, unfortunately. It is just sort of case and box. The case itself, once again, is going to need replacing. It's the hinge on the bottom has broke off, and someone's replaced it with sellotape. If I can get it to open. So yeah, not brilliant, but it's still it is in one piece, so that's good. Paid £2 for that one. Couldn't see it listed on CEX, but goes for £10 on eBay. And then the last game for today is going to be Suzuki All-Star Race Extreme Racing. Is that it? Yeah, All-Star Extreme Racing. Okay, don't know what that is then. Don't know why it's All-Star. But it is complete. And yeah, it is basically a motorbike racing game. This one, from what I can see from the pictures, it's more of a sort of an arcade racing game. So it's definitely one I'm going to have a go at and yeah, see how it plays. But for that one, we paid £4 for that. Goes for £18 at CEX, £20 on eBay. So that was a really good pickup, that one. And yeah, as I say, that is going to wrap it up for today. But as I say, I will be back on Friday to go through the rest of the stuff here. And I have to say, it is definitely going to be a case of leaving the best till last. I've got some absolutely amazing bits, and even a couple of bits that I was sort of eyeing up in this guy's collection. And yeah, he finally relinquished them. So yeah, really looking forward to get into the next video. But yeah, with that said, I am going to wrap the video up here. So before you go, if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like button. If you're not already, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell to be kept up to date when I upload new videos. And yeah, with that said, thank you so much for watching today. Really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, bye.